gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their fifth-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. Touchdown, Bills!
Gabriel Davis,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 21 carries, 83 yards. From the 27, Fields.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
To throw is Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary again. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Allen. Throwing left sideline complete. That's McKenzie. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills have taken the lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Here's Fields.
And he finds Montgomery complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
All start. Awesome.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing again is Fields.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Fields going to keep it once more. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Off play action. Fields.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mesh there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And he stopped immediately there.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Fields on 3rd down.
James has got it. Complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Read option. Here's Montgomery.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Holding. Receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 31, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. The Bills had 8 and 6 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Singletary will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen off the play fake. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. James Cook running back out now. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Now it's Fields.
That is incomplete.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields.
Open man right side is St. Brown. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. And then finally, time to unwind on Monday night. It'll be the Chargers and Colts from Indianapolis at 8:15 Eastern Time sharp. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they didn't have quite the same kind of success running the football. But still, not bad for one half of play.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here's Fields.
Over the middle, complete. That's James.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
And complete to Lewis over the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for him to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They start the drive with Cook, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bears take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
From the 44,
Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
He was covered by Zaire Emo.
To throw is Fields.
they'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To the air, Allen. Caught right side, Davis.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 2nd and 5 now. Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On the slant, he's got Davis.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
And this is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
To the air again, Fields.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags.
Personal foul.
And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
On first down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run with Montgomery. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Now it's Fields.
Eluding the pressure, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. They want to do it with some gusto, too.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Allen going to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
James has got it. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fields.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Fields. Complete. This is Lewis.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery. Complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Singletary going to get the handoff.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Cook up the gut.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle.